G'day, how you going? Back, another day. Just feeding the chickens this morning for my landlords as they are not here. And then we'll be going to work, getting stuck into it. Got some engine builds going on in there. And what else have we got? Oh, I need to organise for the trip next week. I'm going to get a new car and it's in Melbourne. So my dad and I are flying over there and we're going to drive back, and I don't know where we're going to sleep on the way back, but we're taking some sleeping bags and some mattresses, so hopefully we figure something out. And yeah, that should be fun with Dad. Papa, he's a very entertaining fella. Run, chickens. Something else really cool, actually. I rang Patrol Doctor today. RMRDs, all of the WA distributors for Patrol Doctor gear. So GQ bonnet entry snorkels, GU 80 series bonnet entry snorkels, Y62 5-inch snorkels, 300 series gear and airboxes and stuff like that they do, that we've used and that we sell. And yeah, I'm gonna drop into their workshop in Victoria next week when I pick up my new car and see them, see their facility, say hello to them because I've never met them before in person, and yeah, see where everything's made and why their product's so awesome. They're great facility they got there, so that'll be really cool. They're really efficient at making snorkels and all their gear is just top-notch quality, so really excited to meet them and see all that. Couple of days off work to get back, and yeah, you'll see my new car. And if you have my Instagram, you might see my new car sooner because it'll be up on there. But if not, you'll have to wait till next week. If you can guess what my new car is before next Tuesday when I post it on Instagram, I will send you a RMR shirt. And if you pick the colour as well, I'll send you a shirt and a jumper. So write down in the comments what you think it is, and you could be a winner of a shirt if you can guess it. And here's the Commodore that I've got, still regroed. Been doing plenty of rally driving with it. This is a track we found down south of Perth. It was a good find. Lots of narrow tracks with trees all around. These trees have got so many side swipe marks already. Here's some footage of that I stole from Smash Garage YouTube. Here we are down at Cottesloe Beach. Tim's explaining to some randoms why the car's so dirty. We're parked on the main street. It's probably one of the nicest beaches in Perth. So, quite hilarious. See if it's unlocked. It's got rally tyres in the boot. It's got my bike in the back because I left it on the side of the, got a flat tyre the other week, so I left it on the side of the road for a couple of weeks and then rode my bike to go get it. Oh, here's a fella. Oops, don't want anyone stealing my fuel. Oh yeah, the button's in the cab here, isn't it? But yeah, I'm going to put a lift kit in this thing and take it to Bashfest, drift around with the other lifted commies. There's our tyre spares. Got some rally tyres in here that we borrowed off Smashmore. They worked a treat at this Mayhem rally that we went to. That was pretty fun. But the car is on probably super lows, so it's struggling. I had to weld a bar on the front to stop the sump from bottoming out and getting hold. Yeah, so I definitely need to lift it and go rallying some more. It's got a welded diff. It kicks out nicely and is pretty fun to drive. Driving my big ZD wagon to work, which is my daily. Pretty much drive it every day because the work ute's too loud. Need to make an exhaust for it. I'm getting a bit sick of driving around with 4-inch side pipe. It's so loud just behind the cab, especially with the new turbo that I got made by G Turbo. They made me this custom special, and the rear housing on it's bigger, and it's just deafeningly loud. So yeah, slowly tinkering away with that. Need to put a bonnet entry on it as well. Plumb all that up and do some more dyno runs. See what car we can make. Not wait for next week to get this car. I'm going drifting this weekend, and I've almost forgotten about going drifting because the cars are so exciting. Yeah, and the Beamer's all ready to go. Took it out 2 weeks ago, brought it in for a check over. Had to put some spacers in the front to keep the tyres off the chassis on lock because we had issues. Just pretty fat and wide. Just looks sick. It's an absolute weapon to whip around in compared to the patrols that I'm used to drifting. Yeah, need to play with the setup a bit. Been learning a lot about car setup for drift cars. Obviously more lock is good. 3 degrees of camber on the front. I don't know how much angle I've got. Should probably measure it. It's a lot for the steering. So we've got the compass out. Measure across the wheel there. 55 northeast. We'll start it up and turn it the other way. Actually goes further than that too, on lock. $159. It's got 100 degrees of steering lock. That's pretty sick. The rear, I just set that up at the track. It's pretty much got positive camber, so when we're sitting in it, it's perfect. And that just keeps the tyres wearing nicely, get the most out of them and the most grip. It's on BC coilovers. That's how I bought it. The guy said it was standard. He didn't realise it had coilovers in it, which was a pretty big bonus. So we've lifted the front up a bit from where it was to give it a bit of rake. Helps with the backwards entries apparently. So you can just throw it in with the handbrake and gain control again. So yeah, pretty keen. My tyres are down at the tyre shop getting swapped over. Not going to drift on the big 18s, I think 19s. I think they're 19s, but they're too big. Had them on the front and they were rubbing with the lock kit in because it brought the wheel out so far. Brought the wheel out probably 30 mil or more. Yeah. So that's all happening this weekend. Got some new mates down there at the track. Some solid dudes that I've met through that, and yeah, really enjoying that scene. It's pretty cool, pretty relaxed and fun. Got a Hilux in for some diagnosing, probably a retune. He's complaining that it looks too hard. It's got an ECU shop ECU in it, or piggyback, and yeah, it's got some faults as well. So probably going to rip the piggyback out and retune it, so it doesn't soot so hard and have any faults. We've got some engine builds going on. That B-dub van's getting an auto box done. The owner of that, he had a CX-5 diesel and it was having DPF dramas, so he brought that in and we rectified that for him. So that's permanently fixed now. Got some TD bits going off to machining. Hopefully get some more TD bits back. A ZD crank in there for detailing as well. Yeah, so we're building a couple of TDs, ZD30DI, Common Rail ZD, lots of things going on. Show you some breakdown of that. But yeah, the ZD30DI is a pretty cool build actually. So this guy wants over 200 horsepower wheels. So we're going to build him a long motor and he's going to come in a couple of weeks. So we're going to swap his donk out. It'll have our 200 horsepower plus injectors in it, standard fuel pump, and yeah, G-turbo, and make some nice gains with that, transform that car, and it'll have a fresh donk in it as well. If you're seeing us building these motors and thinking, yeah, I've got a bucket of crap that I don't want to spend money on, but I want rebuilt, don't call us up, don't message us. If you want to spend money on it, we're happy to do it. We're not about to do any builds for people that don't want to go all out and do it properly. So if you want to do it properly, hit us up. But yeah, otherwise, I'm sure you can find someone else to do it poorly. Here's something pretty wild. I was just doing approval in principle for the two rigs here, my ute and the wagon, Utezilla and ZD, and I noticed the years and months were the same for manufacturing, and then I realised that the compliance number was only one number off, so they would have been together on the dock or at the dealership or something. At some point these cars have been together and then they were sold to different people, and then I've somehow jagged it and got, yeah, twins. I've always said they were non-identical twins, but didn't realise it was that close. Pretty cool. Had a spontaneous dip out to Mundaring with Josh and Jared, a couple other guys that own workshops in Malaga. One Friday night, took Thomas and Tim. It's pretty fun. So Vanessa's got a 12mm pump on it, hood stacks, Patrol Doctor snorkel, and a sick rocker cover these days. All out on 37s, the white one's TD42 NA, and Justin's on the right is 340 horsepower silver top. Justin's big GQ there. Josh, waiting for a couple more. I can probably be back a metre. Yeah, that's good, that's good. Yeah, great. Hey, fast and slippery. Vanessa's got 36-inch wheels with 411 gearing, so really tall for these tyres. Hey, look at this luxury GQ we got here. Still tells the time. Never gets hot. Got all these fancy gauges here. Got a chip holder. Got Julia. What do you reckon?
Good.
Want to buy her?
I think it's a bit too good for me.
Too good for you? Yeah, true.
50 grand. Shake
50
my hand
grand.
right now.
Done deal.
Oh yeah, boy.
Mate, that's a sensational deal.
Oh. So I can drive it now.
Yeah. Peace out, homies. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Have a good weekend and I'll see you next week. Take care, brush your hair.